Good morning, everyone, especially new graduates and your family and friends. What a great day it is. I'm sure many of you are thankful it's finally over. I'm very happy to be part of this day and to be with all of you as you celebrate your accomplishments. It's a great honor to be accepting this award from NSAY and from your class. I'm actually in my scrubs because I've gone back to the front lines to help out our nurses that are burning out. And I was very humbled by your graduating class and your perseverance when you were in IP. So when I think of words that come to mind with respect to this special graduating class, I think of the word of perseverance, courage, adaptability, and compassion. The pandemic had created unparalleled stressful situations for you as nursing students. Many nursing clinical placements were canceled or suspended, and a mass movement to online and distance learning education that seemed to just happen overnight. However, the pandemic has underscored the crucial role nurses and nursing students have played this far and has offered you an incomparable opportunity as nursing students to assist your country, our province, our small cities and towns in a time of crisis, and you came through. Your hard work and dedication to helping others, such as our burnt out frontline fellow colleagues and the clients that you care for, are unparalleled. While you learned a great deal clinically and without a doubt developed professionally as a nurse, your COVID-19 journey has been an overwhelmingly personal one, and I've heard this from you. This journey has, I feel, impacted upon and enhanced your clinical and professional development, but it has also allowed you the opportunity to grow emotionally. Enhanced infection control procedures can be taught and learned. Interventions and treatments can be taught and learned. What cannot be taught, though, is how you as individuals reacted emotionally and physically to the unseen burden of a pandemic. I've read and viewed your COVID-19 narratives and was intrigued to note that a greater portion of them contemplated the human condition in the face of a pandemic. The thoughts, fears, hopes, and sometimes despair of patients and their relatives. Your narrative spoke to not only the ability to survive a clinical placement in a pandemic, but also how to survive more profoundly as a human being. There were family and friends who were not able to say goodbye. There were anxious relatives on the end of a phone wanting to see and touch their loved ones. Humanity has been deprived of the one thing that lies at its heart, the ability to make a connection with loved ones. Often you were the bridge between the two. It was the responsibility of frontline nurses and nursing students to ally fears and anxieties, to reassure if possible, and keep those channels of communication open and hope alive. You should feel extremely proud and privileged to have been able to complete a clinical placement during the COVID-19 pandemic. It is no exaggeration to say that you have witnessed firsthand history in the making, and it is a story you will tell for many years to come, if not for the rest of your lives. It is often said that nurses are overworked, undervalued, and underpaid. And we're seeing this so much through COVID-19, but it was relevant before COVID-19 as well. Bearing that in mind, I personally find that there's nothing more satisfying for me than nurturing and encouraging novice nurses to be their best and perform well, whether in school or in the workplace. As for overworked and underpaid, that may be true, but nurses are held in high esteem in this society, and just saying that one is a nurse can feel extremely gratifying in almost any social situation. While not being self-congratulatory, nurses can count themselves as members of a profession which holds compassion, caring, and healing as three of its central ideals. Saying that one is a nurse is something I encourage the graduates to do with pride as well as with humility. Many of you know that I am a breast cancer survivor. In 2015, I went through chemotherapy, lost my hair, and dove into a deep depression. It was an unbelievable experience to be on the other side of the bed rails and be the patient and not the nurse. Aside from my supportive family, it was the nurses who gave me strength and the courage to get through my cancer journey and to return to my passionate work of teaching amazing students like all of you. It was a true honor and pleasure to be your professor this past year. Not only did I learn to be a better teacher, but I also learned to listen carefully. Listen carefully to your stories, listen carefully to your concerns. I enjoyed all the one-on-one time I had with those of you who ventured into my virtual office and all the times we spent in our virtual classroom. I learned so much from you by just listening carefully. I want to thank you again for this fantastic award, and I truly wish you all the best in your nursing career. Our society is very fortunate to have such a phenomenal group of nurses to take care of them. Embrace your nursing profession. You are in a unique position to be in a career that is so diverse and full of opportunities. Embrace the opportunities, learn from them, and to continue to drive yourself to be the best that you can possibly be. I know you will. Thank you again.